Now at 6 on Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45, an overnight officer-involved shooting in Winston-Salem, details released in a news conference this afternoon. Also, the community is remembering a well-known businessman who died in a single-passenger plane crash yesterday. And the 3 college students gunned down in an apartment complex parking lot Tuesday were laid to rest today.
You're watching Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45.
And thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Sharon Stone. Those stories are coming right up. First, here at 6 o'clock, meteorologist Doug Lindsay is here at the first check of that weather on the One's forecast. So, Doug, I guess we better brace for winter.
Yeah, it's been so.
We're learning more details about an officer-involved shooting that happened last night in Winston-Salem. The police department held a news conference this afternoon. Our Katie Husband was there and joins us live with the information they just released. Katie. High Point Police are working with an organization to give gang members a second chance. Community Against Violence offers a 9-week program to teach communication and construction skills. The goal is to reduce crime and help former offenders start over.
We all work together to try to make sure we focus on the individuals that need this sort of stuff. Again, we've been doing this 17 years, and that's why we've had violent crime reduction. Violent crime has been reduced 67% in High Point in the past 17 years.
A $21,000 grant from the Governor's Crime Commission is helping fund that program. Friends and community leaders are remembering Frank Masha. The 74-year-old Greensboro man died yesterday when his small plane crashed at Air Harbor Airport. As Ed Scannell tells us, they're calling Masha a tireless advocate for the city. Masha also served as volunteer at Guilford Courthouse National Military Park and was past president of the Park's Friends Group. A staff statement said Park had lost a great friend and park advocate. And the NTSB held a news conference this afternoon saying it could be at least 8 months before they know what caused that crash. Friends and family members remembered legendary Tar Heel basketball coach Dean Smith in a private ceremony this morning. Smith died Saturday at the age of 83. UNC Chapel Hill will celebrate Coach Smith's life during a public memorial service that is Sunday, February 22nd at the Smith Center beginning at 2 p.m. The family is asking that people donate to the Chapel Hill-based Interfaith Council for Social Service, the Dean E. Smith Opening Doors Fund, or a charity of their choice in lieu of flowers. An estimated 5,500 people gathered in Raleigh today to pay their last respects to 3 students who were shot and killed earlier this week in Chapel Hill. Dia Barakat, his wife Yusur Abu Salah, and her sister Rozan Abu Salah were killed at their condominium complex near UNC on Tuesday. Craig Hicks is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. Today's service took place on NC State's campus. 2 of the victims graduated from State, another was attending. Leaders in the Muslim community spoke before the ceremony. During the ceremony, those of Muslim faith prayed and offered several moments of silence for the 3 victims.
It is all about protecting all other children in USA. It's all about making this country that they loved and where they lived and died peaceful for everybody else.
After the ceremony, the 3 students were buried at the Islamic Association of Raleigh Cemetery in Wendell. Those who knew these 3 college students say they truly were role models in the community, the best examples of humanity. They say they were working to improve the world around them, both here and overseas. Friends of all 3 say each made a lasting impression on others and served as examples of the type of person we should all strive to be.
I want people to know that they were some of the most phenomenal people I'd ever met in my entire life. And, you know, over the years, I've known them for a very long time. They just kept proving that to me more and more. And, you know, they're definitely my role models. I looked up to them. And
a candlelight vigil for the 3 young victims just started at NC State's Brickyard. And we are learning more about the Chapel Hill man accused of shooting those 3 students over an apparent parking dispute. 46-year-old Craig Stephen Hicks is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. Many wonder if this was a hate crime, though, saying Hicks was outspoken against religion. Chris Williams examines both sides.
Time Warner Cable News.
Authorities and prosecutors say the hate crime theory has not been ruled out. They say they're still investigating all angles with the FBI. Still to come here at 6 o'clock, Forsyth County Commissioners are one step closer to opening their meetings with prayer. What policy they put in place to make this happen.
I'm meteorologist Doug Lindsay. Frontal boundary pushing through.
You're watching Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45.
Forsyth County Commissioners are one step closer to opening their meetings with prayer. This morning, during a strategic planning meeting, commissioners looked at the new policy drafted by a county attorney. Bob Costner found it could be in place by their next meeting.
During their annual winter planning meeting, Forsyth County Commission News.
The board is planning on taking a preliminary vote at next Thursday's planning meeting. This policy could be approved at the next full meeting of commissioners set for March 9th. The state Senate gave final approval to the gas tax reduction proposal after some debate. This bill would lower the gas tax by 2 cents in March and set a minimum rate going forward. The gas tax feeds the Highway Trust Fund that is used for transportation projects across the state. Republicans say this is to stabilize transportation funding against fluctuating gas prices. Democrats say it's a tax increase in disguise.
You can make priorities, again, but my argument to you or anyone else, if you want to spend that money, where do you want to find it? And there's other ways you can do it, I guess. You can tax the middle class if you want to do that, or you can cut teachers, or you can cut other things. But you got to find the dollars.
Just say what it is. Our state motto, someone said it before in this chamber, is to be rather than to seem. If this isn't a tax increase, just say it for what it is.
The bill now goes on to the State House for consideration. Your sports is up next here at 6 o'clock. A baseball legend makes a stop in the Twin City. Mike has the details. And one of the winning Powerball tickets was sold in North Carolina. Hear where in our Carolina Minute.
Hit the hardwood. We'll have those highlights and much more at 11 o'clock. I'm Mike Solarte, and that's sports at 6.
Still to come here at 6, stocks rallied today. We'll have that update with our crew from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. And after this quick break, Doug has your full weather on the ones.
Forecast. Back to you, Sharon.
All right, thanks, Doug. And here's tonight's Carolina Minute. Casey and Sandy Parsons were no-shows for a court hearing today regarding custody of their 2 youngest children. Next week, the couple faces sentencing in connection with the disappearance of their adopted daughter, Erica Parsons. The custody case will be reviewed again after their sentencing hearing. Erica disappeared in 2011. No one reported her disappearance until 2013.
If you're stupid enough to do this, you have to deal with the consequences. Now,
the person who posted dozens of nude photos of Charlotte Mecklenburg students online could face federal charges. That person isn't the only one, though. One legal expert told us the young girls could be charged with child pornography if investigators can prove the women knew where the pictures were headed. Lottery officials say one of 3 winning tickets in the $564 million Powerball drawing was sold in Brunswick County. This is the 4th time a North Carolina ticket claimed a Powerball jackpot. These stories and more available anytime on Time Warner Cable News. Strong earnings for Cisco. Let's get the latest on the economy now from our team on Wall Street. Tonight on Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45, a large-scale cross-country marijuana trafficking operation is under investigation in Rowan County. How police cracked that case tonight at 11. That is our time here at 6 o'clock. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Hope to see you back here at 11 on ABC 45. You can find us anytime, though, on Time Warner Cable News.